Well, hi there, pluckers. I've Saw Fingers back with you again for hopefully another interesting lesson. This is a song by a gentleman called Jesse Wells, and its title is I Ain't Got None of My Friends Left. What a great title. This is an American artist I'd recently come across, okay, and he's obviously making a name for himself because he's actually coincidentally just tonight I'm actually doing the video, he's actually playing in Paris, and then tomorrow I believe is in London, okay, but there you go, coincidence. So this is, hopefully you've seen my playthrough I did yesterday, so if you haven't, please go and check out my playthrough of the song. Hopefully I want to show you how I played it today. Okay, so I'm in standard tuning, but I do have a capo on fret 4. Puts us the way I'm playing it in the key of E, okay, but with simple basic chords, okay, nothing too complicated. This is how he plays it live, from what I've seen on YouTube, and the version we're based the lesson on is where he's playing it in what appears to be a bathroom, presumably for it's got good acoustics or something. Okay, so chords are basically C, an F chord, a G chord, and some A minor. Okay, there are some slight differences I'll show you on the way through, but those are the basic chords of the song. Okay, so it starts off my version with it goes straight in to the first verse. There is no intro. You could play just strum a C chord. With all promises be kept, but I'm just going straight in with all promises be kept. Okay, now obviously please excuse my singing, it's just purely for reference, it's not meant to be a cover version or anything, okay, just for guidance, okay. So you'll notice when I play an F, I tend to play my F like this, okay, so you've got a simple F is fine, 4 downwards. I'm playing like a F with C in the bass. So this standard F shape, this third finger goes up to the 5th string, the A string, 3rd fret from the capo, and your pinky takes over on the 3rd fret from the capo on the 4th string, the D string, and you play 5 downwards, so it gives you a little bit more depth in the chord, okay. But by all means, if you don't, keep a simple F 4 downwards is fine, or even a bar chord if you so wish, but as long as it's an F chord, okay. So first line is with all promises be kept, just C to F, okay. Then we go to the G chord, however you're playing it. I tend to play it like this, you can play it like that, okay. Will we all be better off is A minor, okay. So the first 2 lines are with all promises be kept, will we all be better off? Now what he does then is to add, very quickly adds a minor to the A minor. He adds G with his pinky, with the 3rd fret bottom E string with the pinky on top of the A minor, so you get A minor with G in the bass. And what the idea is, it's a walk down from A minor back down to the F, so you get, okay, so that the next chord is an F. So I do the next line, I do the 3rd line now as well. Will all promises be kept, will we all be better off? I get the notions that we know. Okay, so it's F to C. After the A minor with G in the bass, F, back to C. So it's with all promises be kept, will we all be better off? I get the notions we want to know, until G gets them in with C, off, back to C, and that's the first half of the verse. And then you basically repeat the whole sequence again, okay, with different words, okay. So we'll just go through 2 lots of that with the first verse, okay. Will all promises slowly be kept, will we all be better off? I get the notions we won't know until the ketamine wears off. Looked up and to my left, see the canopy of greed. I do not need to be unburdened, I just need someone to lead. So it's two lots of exactly the same sequence, okay, for the first bit of the verse. And then we've got this little bit on the end of it. And it looks a little bit familiar. Alright, and this is a bit tricky. It's like a rundown from C to A minor. That's it. And if it looks, so that's C, and then all you do is take off the third finger from the C chord, and this second finger goes up to the second fret of the fifth string, the A string. Keep the first finger where it is, first fret of the second string. So you go from C to C with B in the bass, and then to A minor with the open A string, fifth string. So you got, okay, so that's the bit that goes, where it goes, I just need someone to lead, and if it looks, got that? And if it looks like, so it goes, and if it looks a bit familiar. That familiar is that A minor with the second on the fifth again, so it goes back up to that one and back to the C. So it goes, and if it looks a bit familiar, got that? And if it looks a bit familiar, okay. Then we go to look at a G chord, like it did the other A minor time, and then you got that G in the bass again to the F, okay. So, and if it looks a bit familiar, like it did the other time, you say that F history, don't read C, repeat itself, no G, history just rhymes. Got that? And that's the end of the verse, and all the verses basically play the same way, different words. So we do the whole verse as one, okay, slowly, okay. Will all promises be kept? Will we all be better off? I get the notion we won't know until the ketamine wears off. I looked up and to my left and saw the canopy of green. I do not need to be unburdened, I just need someone to lead. And if it looks a bit familiar, like it did the other time, they say that history don't repeat itself, no, history just rhymes. The rivers, then it goes into the chorus, right? And that's basically, so after the C rhymes, the rivers read, and then we got this bit going on. So this is C, the rivers deep is F, right? Now I'm playing it like that again, you could play a simple one, whichever, okay? The rivers deep, and we got that going on, right? So that's an F strum. I'll do a simple one to show you this way, right? So you do a few strums with it on the F, and then you lift up the second finger to open up the third string, and then you do a strum, and then you do another strum and hammer back into that second fret on the third string. So it's okay. Got that? So the river comes out of the chorus, the first verse. History just rhymes, the river's deep, the river's wide, and then you do the same thing on the C chord. So you lift up that second finger again. To lift up the second finger, strum with the open 4th string, and then next strum, hammer back into that 2nd fret 4th string. So this just right, the river's deep, the river's wide. Okay, then we go to a G chord, and then we got a long bit on G. There ain't no way across it except swim or swing chord, A minor, da. Okay, and then we got that G in the bass again, down to the F. Okay, so the river's deep, the river's wide, there ain't no way across it except to swim or swing chord, the way is long. That one again, that was lifting off of the finger. Long, the path is C with a lift off. To the G, I ain't got none of my friends left. They all vanished in A minor stream. I ain't F, got none of my C friends left. They all G vanished in the stream. Okay, so that's the whole chorus. And it's all the choruses play the same way. Okay, so very slowly the chorus coming out of the first verse where it goes, oh, oh, history just rhymes, the river's deep, the river's wide, and there ain't no way across it except to swim or swing or down, the river's long. I ain't got none of my friends left, they all vanished in the stream. I ain't got none of my friends left, and they all vanished in the stream. Now what I do is there, I do a little bit on the fiddly bit just to fill out before the next verse kicks in, and all you come out of that verse, vanish in the stream, and you do that lift off again of the second finger, and then immediately you do this, and that's, you add from the C chord, you add your pinky to that 3rd fret from the capo on the 4th string to make C sus4, then lift it off, play the C again, then lift that 2nd finger and then hammer back in. Okay, so it's from the beginning coming out that chorus, vanish in the stream, and then you're off into the next verse. Okay, so it's something like that. Okay, so you can time it as you like it, but vanish in the stream. Try and do it slowly. Vanish in the stream. Something like that, okay? Got that? Then there's another verse, another chorus, another verse, another chorus, and it just finishes. Okay? So that's all there is in it, boys and girls. Okay? Hopefully you've got that. So just for good measure, we'll go through a whole verse and a whole chorus leading into the next verse. Okay? And that's how I ended it, that little, that's how I ended the song as well, which is, I think the way he does it is very similar to that. Okay, so once again let's do the whole thing, see if I can get it through in one go, but do it slowly. Okay, will all promises be kept, will we all be better off by getting notion we won't know until the ketamine wears off. I looked up onto my left and saw the canopy of green. I do not need to be unburdened, I just need someone to lead. And it looks a bit familiar, like it did the other time. They say history don't repeat itself, or history just rhymes. The river's deep, river's wide, and there ain't no way across it except to swim or swim by the way along. The path is mean, ain't got none of my friends left, they all vanished in the stream. I ain't got none of my friends left, they all vanished in the stream. When the black man, and so on, we get the idea into the next verse. Hopefully that made sense to you, boys and girls. I'll see you in the next lesson. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye for now.